Mark and Sarah's Stamping Retreat. Today we're going to be using this gorgeous painted floral paper pack from Prima Marketing to create a simple never-ending card. It's a double-sided foiled pad, so it's got this gorgeous copper foil on these sheets and it's double-sided, so you get like patterns on the other side as well. And there's 6 different designs, so 12 patterns if you count the backs. So you've got nice stripes on the back of this one, and again that's got the gorgeous copper foiling on it. And there's 4 sheets of each, so it's a really gorgeous paper pack. So you've got these pieces here as well, and again you've got the foiling on some of these pieces as well, like on the butterflies, some of the text. And on the back of that one we've got this, and then we've got these pretty flowers, and again the foilings on the text with this on the back. And then we've got these pieces which I like to fussy cut with this on the back, and then we've got butterflies with that on the back. So you might have seen the recent video that I did using this paper pad where I created this pop-up box card. If you've not seen that, then I'll link that below in case you're interested. But today we're going to be using those same gorgeous papers to create a never-ending card. So for this card, I'm going to use measurements that are taken from a video that Sam at Mixed Up Craft did. I've actually never made a never-ending card before, which is why I'm using her dimensions. So we need 4 of these 3x6 inch pieces of cardstock. So mine are in Melon Mambo cardstock from Stampin' Up. And then we've got 8 2 3/4 inch squares pattern paper, and we've got 8 1 1/4 by 2 3/4 inch pieces. Then we need 8 1 1/4 inch squares as well. So it's really easy to remember. You just need 4 of the cardstock and 8 of everything else. The measurements of my mats are a little bit different to the ones that you'll find on the Mixed Up Craft tutorial that I used, just because of the way I like my cards to look. So let's put that to one side for a minute. So I'm going to bring in my score tool, and for each of these pieces of cardstock I'm going to score them at 1.5 inches and at 4.5 inches on the long side. And then I'm going to take each of them and I'm going to fold these into the middle, and you want them just to join nicely there. So then I'm going to take one of these rectangles and I'm going to put tape at the top. I don't want it more than about 1 inch down from there. And then I'm going to take another one and I'm going to do the same at the bottom. Then I'm going to take all the backing off the tape. And then I'm going to lay these just above each other, like this. And then our other pieces, I want to line up so the corners match. And I want these 2 just to join in the middle. So you can see this goes like this. Then you want to just really bend those down like that. And it goes like this. And then it goes like this. And then it goes like this. And that is back to the beginning. So now we can decorate all these panels. So let's get these ones glued down. Then I'm going to open this one like this. each time you fold a different way. So you fold this way for that one and this way for this one. As you turn and knit one time each fold, you can see how nicely that goes and how lovely it looks with just those papers on. So I'm going to bring it back to here. That's going to be my front. So then I'm going to create a sentiment, and I'm going to heat emboss that onto some of this same Melon Mambo cardstock. I'm going to use this happy birthday sentiment here. It's from an old Stampin' Up stamp set. And then I'm just going to heat emboss that with copper embossing powder. Again, it's one from Stampin' Up that I don't think they do anymore, though I'm not absolutely sure. You can find copper embossing powders in a lot of places. Just make sure you go for a really fine one, because otherwise it won't pick up the detail of the sentiment. So then I've cut that down, and I've also cut a piece of copper foil sheet that is just slightly bigger than it. And with a lot of things on a normal card, I would pop them up on foam pads, but you don't really want to use foam pads on this because obviously it's got to fold round, so you don't want anything too bulky. So I'm going to glue that under there. And then I've got this butterfly that I've cut out of the butterfly paper from the pack, and so I'm just going to glue that down here. So then I'm going to move on to the next section, and on this section I'm just going to glue this butterfly. Again, it's cut from the pack. Now I'm going to go this way. I'm not actually going to put anything on here because I think it looks pretty, and also you can see that piece, you can see half of it on here, so I don't want like half of something on there. And then I'm going to fold it this way, and on this one what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue 2 of these 2.5 inch square panels, and that'll be where we'll write our message. And I think it's nice to have that last section as the one where you write your message. It's kind of like the inside the card then, I think. So then we can fold it back to the beginning again. So that's that finished now. So let's go all the way through. So we go to that one, and we've got that butterfly. Then we can fold it the other way, and we've got this. And we can fold it this way, and we've got our message. And we can fold it back again to the beginning. And the other thing is that message then ends up on the back of the card, so it's easy to see. And it can stand up on your mantelpiece like that, so then that is the front and that's the back of your card. So you kind of see that, and you see that when it's stood up. So I think that's really cute. And it fits in a 6x6 inch envelope as well, so it goes in like that. So there's our tutorial finished for today. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd really appreciate you clicking like below, and you can also press subscribe if you'd like to see future videos. If you press the bell button and select all, then YouTube will also notify you when I've got a new video available. I've popped a link to the paper that we've used in the description below in case you want to shop that. You can also find a link there to my blog. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon.